You know, when I came to the Kirk, Mike and I came to the Kirk. He was a pastor. I wanted to get quilting started. And lo and behold, you came up with this idea, and I think it's wonderful.
Well, it was my turn to be moderator of the Women's Circle, and the study was a journey through the arts, a spiritual journey through the arts. And I thought that was really neat, and I think we talked about it and came up with the idea of making a quilt. And we looked through books, and we decided that this quilt would be the best for all of us. Everybody could make blocks that wanted to. So that was the start of it.
I remember we had a timetable. Everybody had, what, a week or a few days to do their...
Yeah, I don't remember that, but that we did have,
Because we needed to get it done by a certain time, didn't we?
well, yes, because of the luncheon that's always held at the end of the year in May for the women who've gone through the circles that year. And we wanted it finished, and we wanted it hung, and we had a sheet over this so that when the time came, we unveiled it.
I remember seeing that blank wall for a long time.
I
after we
remember
got
seeing a
here.
lot of blank walls.
And then this appeared. But I have the Tree of Life, the middle center top.
Okay.
And I
That's the one
thought
up
that
there.
might be the easiest one so I could do it the fastest. It was hard.
No, that's very hard, because all those little
And
triangles.
I'd been a quilter.
I mean, you know, I did Jacob's Ladder, which is the one second up in the middle. And, well, first of all, we went to the quilt shop in Conway, and there were, 3 or 4 of us that went, and we picked out the colors
I remember.
that we wanted, and had a great time, went to lunch, of course.
Oh, yes, the important thing.
And
our
came back, and we had a group of enthusiastic ladies that you will be reading their names later on of who participated in making of the quilt. It was a great time. It really was.
It was.
And it was a time to get to know people better. So.
Like working a puzzle, getting to know.
And it reminded us of the study that we did that year, which was a spiritual journey through the arts. And
It was a lot of hard work.
we did. We're
A lot
down
of
here in
good
Office
people.
Hall. We put tables together. We cut out all of the pieces that we needed, put them in baggies, if I remember. Did we do that? Okay. And handed it out to the ladies that participated. And then we even quilted it. We had different people who wanted to quilt. Did you quilt? Yeah, I did. I don't know whereabouts, but I did a little
I
bit
did a little
locally.
bit of it.
And
And voila.
and we got it done, and we were all very happy that it worked out.
It did.
Yeah.
They each have their separate meaning. Everybody that got one had their own.
It stood, each quilt, each square represented something. I really would have to look through the different patterns to give you an idea of which ones are what. Around the world, let's see, where is around the world? That's Jacob's Ladder, that's the Tree of Life.
Let's
I
see.
think this is around the world.
Joseph's Coat, Tree of Life, World Without End, second row. Job's Tears,
good.
Storm at Sea, Bethlehem Star. Third row, Lily of the Field, Jacob's Ladder, Children of Israel. Fourth row, King David's Crown, David and Goliath, crown of thorns.
Yeah. And then we added the border. Each of us made something on the border.
Okay. The ladies that worked on the quilt in some capacity or other were Mariana Adams, Betty Anderson, Mary Binsberg, Peggy Cook, Lois Dykstra, Alma Frolin, June Geisler, Mary Lou Gross, Ann Hessert, Janet Heisey, Fran Horan, Janet Johnson, Beverly Kirchhoff, Pat Lachlan, Ruth Lothar, Phyllis Miller, Rosemary Morgan, Eleanor Reese, Gloria Reed, Marilyn Seitz, Wilma Smith, Sheila Stanley, Verna Mae Watts, Julia Westerfield, Shirley Wilcoxon, Marie Yarnell, Sherry Swan, and Dottie Isaacson. We had a good time.
We had a great time doing it, yes. And Mike was very supportive of us doing it, Mike Sykes, at that time. It was really a neat time. We
It was.
enjoyed doing it. And Mike Sykes, who was our pastor at that time, started this, not this idea here, but there was a workshop right after I moved here. My husband and I moved here, and it was held in some other town. I couldn't even tell you what. It was a workshop on banners, and and I went to it, and that was got me interested. And then the
You made
quilting
beautiful
club.
banners.
Well, the quilting
You and your
club.
crew.
The quilting club became real big time here, and that helped immensely to spur this on because people were interested at that time.